people look at a budget of $1.2 billion and say, oh my, the county can surely reduce that. Well, we're trying.
The proposed county budget was unveiled last week, and Liz Ryan is getting reaction from local leaders. Commissioner Henry Dean gave her his take on it.
He told me the proposed 2025 budget will fund some new projects and some pay raises, too.
Roads, fire stations, libraries, parks. We're also providing raises to our law enforcement officers, to our first responders, fire and rescue, and I think it's a 3% or 4% increase for salaries for the general employees.
But half of the proposed 2025 budget is going to catching up on infrastructure. And then there's necessary spending that's beyond the board's control.
Non-discretionary expending. We don't have a choice. We have put a lot of money toward health and human services that we're required to match for some of the state health and family programs.
At this stage, the $1.2 billion budget is just a proposal. If they can find places to make cuts or get some more grants, it could go down, but it cannot go up. The final decision won't be made until September. The budget would keep millage rates and therefore property taxes the same as last year. But if the value of your home has gone up, so will your taxes.
The assessed valuations for all the non-exempt private property in St. Johns County has gone up around 10% this past year.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you'll see a 10% increase in your tax bill. Have you had your home homesteaded?
With a homestead exemption, your property tax can only go up 3%.
If you're not sure about your homestead exemption status, check with property appraiser Eddie Kramer's office. They're always glad to help. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
There is still time for you as a citizen to come in and give your input to this process.
Michael Robertson, Growth Management Director of St. Johns County, reminding residents there's still time to weigh in on the 2050 Vision County Comprehensive Plan update.
The plan was presented to the County Commission earlier in the month, and today a couple of public meetings are being held to allow residents to give their input regarding the future of the county as outlined by the plan.
It's a long way out, but with the population growth that we have projected, it's about 97% growth to 2050. So we have to have a plan to deal with that growth. And so it can be modified in the future if things change, but at the end of the day, if you don't plan, right?
When residents come to either meeting, Robertson outlines what they'll see, all designed to give a stronger understanding of where the comprehensive plan is and why the county needs it.
So when they come in, there's going to be a series of stations that tells them where we are right now. And now we're getting to crunch time to where we're going to look at where we're at, and eventually the consultant will provide something to the Board of County Commissioners to make a decision on the conference plan on what to change.
Robertson invites those interested to attend one of two sessions offered.
Each session is the same, but we wanted to have one in the morning, kind of during work hours, maybe for those that don't work traditional hours, and then the other ones for those who can attend during the day.
That first session is being held today from 10 a.m. to noon, and the second from 5:30 to 7:30 this evening, both at the County Auditorium on San Sebastian Avenue in St. Augustine. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Roxanne Stewart.
What is manhole rehabilitation?
Manhole rehabilitation is a critical preventive maintenance procedure to repair and extend the life of these vital structures. So it's time for some upkeep, according to engineer Isaac Kiltz.
Manhole rehabilitation is where we have these old brick infrastructure being coated with a polyurethane that will extend the life of the manhole an additional 50 years.
And Kiltz added significantly reduces sources of stormwater runoff or groundwater intrusion entering the city's sewage collection system,
which is groundwater leaking in through those bricks that have been deteriorated over the years.
Properties in the affected area are being notified with door hangers. Residents in the affected areas are asked not to park on top of the manhole covers.
When our guys are out there, please keep an eye out for their safety. They will be where the manholes are located, sometimes in the center of the road.
Some of the upcoming sites that will be worked on beginning next Monday include the Florida School of the Deaf and Blind, and in August, Greater Fullerwood, Magnolia, and Nelmar Terrace, and US 1 and Uptown in September. All work is scheduled to be finished by November. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.